Thanks for tuning in, guys. Another product review. It's going to be on the Core Essentials range/duty belt. Full disclosure here, Core Essentials did send this out for me to do a review, so I greatly appreciate that. Make sure you guys check them out. I'll leave a link in the link tree description below. So let's jump down and take a close look at this belt and see what all comes in the box and how to set it up. Alright, just brought you guys a little closer so you guys can take a look. So this is a two-piece belt, meaning that you're going to get the outer belt here. Then it also comes with an inner belt. Seems like a lot of range belts are going this route just because this outer belt, you can just velcro it on top of your inner belt and it will be a lot sturdier. So inside the box you're going to get the outer belt and then the inner belt, and then you're going to get the belt buckle itself. We'll show how this works in a bit. You're going to get a belt keeper, some screws and an Allen wrench, and you're going to get a measuring tape. So first thing you're going to notice is the ratcheting system. If you guys aren't familiar with Core Essentials, they are the ones that came out with this first. Basically, inside of the buckle here, there is a little lever. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. It's right there. That goes in, and then it catches onto the slots, and these are 1/4 inch adjustments, so you can really fine-tune this to the size of your waist. So moving forward with this belt, this is a 1.75 inch range belt. It is really sturdy. I believe it's quadruple stitched. This is the coyote color. They also make this in black. This also is rated up to 20 pounds, so that weight rating there is enough for whatever you're going to bring to the range. It also has MOLLE all the way around the belt here, and everything seems to be nice and stitched. Again, this is quadruple stitched, so that's all the way around the belt. When you get the belt, the biggest it'll go to is 48 inches and the smallest it'll go is to 24. This is when this measuring tape comes in handy. Basically, everything is labeled for you so you won't mess up on this. So this here says line up with the ratcheting system. So you're going to lay the belt flat. I don't have enough camera room here, but I'm just going to try to do my best. Basically, you're going to lay this like this, all the way down the middle of the belt, and then it says to cut with your pant size. So I'm a 32, so I'm going to come over here. 32 lands right there, so I'm going to mark that, cut it. This is actually some pretty sturdy material, so you're going to need a pretty strong scissors. I got myself some trauma shears. I'm hoping these are going to be strong enough to cut this. Alright, so I ended up cutting this with a pair of trauma shears. These are super sharp. These are Madison Supply. I got these off of Amazon. Really sharp scissors. Make sure you guys get yourself a pair of sharp scissors. Once it's done, what I like to do is just to burn off some edges here. Just make sure there's no fraying or anything. You're going to take your buckle here, and then with the supplied Allen wrench, you are going to unscrew these Allen screws that are on the buckle. You're just going to back it out just enough so you don't see them in the hole there anymore. Then you're going to swing this flap open, and you're going to stick this in the hole here. So you're going to do a little finagling, but it'll get in. Make sure this sits all the way in, and then this piece here you're going to clamp down so the teeth are actually going to bite into the belt itself. Gonna hear it snap, then you're just gonna tighten these down. Alright, so you're gonna feel it bottom out. That's how it's gonna look like installed. So you're gonna make sure this flap is down so the teeth bite into the belt, and then screw these 2 set screws in there, that way it bites down into the belt itself as well. But that is it for this portion. So that is how it's gonna look like once everything is cut into your outer belt. So let's move to the inner belt. So you're going to get this end with the holes in it, and then this other end does not. So this end is going to be the end that you're going to cut. Alright, so for you to cut the inner belt, it's pretty simple. You're going to measure from this end right here. Your measuring tape, line it up right there. Just bring it all the way down. Mine is 31 inches. Again, you're going to want to cut it 1 inch shorter than your outer belt. I'm going to use a lighter just to take up some of this extra material. And then also included in the box is a little alligator teeth looking thing. You're going to close that end on here. I believe you're going to have to use a pair of pliers to do this. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I have that installed. Again, you're going to probably use a pair of pliers just to pinch that down. Alright, I know this is a weird angle, but I'm going to show you guys how this looks like installed. So you're going to loop the inner belt on first. So this little extra material is going to sit on top of your button here. The reason why that's there is when you put the outer belt over it, you tighten the belt, it's going to squish in a little bit. And this here is going to flex. So that'll keep it in place. Alright, let's throw on the outer belt and see how this looks like. Like I said, I'm going to come from the left to the right, but Core Essential wants you to go the other way. Anyways, you're going to set this like this, go around, and then it's really hard to tell on camera, but if you look down, this little extra piece here is actually kind of scrunching up to an S shape, and that's the nice thing about Core Essentials is that it has that micro adjust, so you can, if you're at the range and you need to have a little breather, you can actually just hit this button right here and you can loosen it, and that also loosens the inner belt as well because it has the elastic strap. So you're going to tighten this all the way. This does also come with the belt keeper. So that is the belt right there. I'm going to put everything on here. Alright, so about 30 minutes later, took everything off of my Blue Alpha gear belt and put it on this one. If you guys want me to do a comparison video between the two, let me know in the comment section below. I'll gladly do that for you guys. But again, today's video is in the Core Essentials micro range / duty belt. Right side here, I do have my Safariland UBL. This is their mid-ride. And then this Safariland 7376 RDS. This is for my Glock 19. Nothing back here, just because I want space when I grab my gun. I still haven't installed this yet, but this is just a little clip here. It's going to sit right here in this MOLLE attachment. That's going to hold my gloves. Next is going to have my pistol mag pouches. These are the HSGI Taco pistol mags. Got 2 of those. And then an AR-15 mag right here. Tourniquet. And then on the way back, I do have my med kit. That is it for the range belt. The hardest part, I think, about this is measuring it. Make sure you don't cut too short of a measurement, because you can always cut more after, which is what I had to do. So remember when I told you guys I was a 32 inch, I cut at 32. I had to cut off maybe an extra ½ inch just because the adjustment here was still a little bit too loose. So one suggestion for me to you guys is, before you guys cut your belt, make sure you guys know your pant size, cut it a ½ inch longer, put everything together, and if it's still too long, just continue cutting shorter and shorter, because once you cut off, you cannot add. So then again, that is the duty belt, range belt. I'll do a video of this in action shortly for you guys, so keep an eye out for that. Jump up top and get my final thoughts. Alright, I'm back up top here again. I just want to say thanks to Core Essentials for sending this out for me to do a review. Greatly appreciate it. Check them out. I'll leave a link in the description box below. Again, this is their range / duty belt micro adjustment model. Comes in 2 different colors. This here again is the coyote tan, and then they do make a black. My first impressions on this belt is very sturdy. I mean, I have everything on here and it's still holding its shape. They use some type of material on the inside here that keeps this super rigid. Stitching on here, again, quadruple stitched, so everything is nice and uniform. Holds 20 pounds, so you don't have to worry about this falling off of your waist when you're running and gutting and doing your thing at the range. If you guys want to see a comparison between these 2 belts here, the Blue Alpha and then this is the Core Essentials, let me know in the comment section below. I will do that for you guys in a later video, but again, thanks to Core Essentials for sending this out. I'm not going to give initial impressions yet just because I haven't gone out to the range. Overall construction and everything seems to be good. That's all I have for you guys, and if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. I'll try my best to answer them. Until next time, be safe, everyone.